We're about to make the 2010 to 14 Subaru Outback and Legacy more powerful than the newest vehicles on the market. Check it out. This is wireless CarPlay here. This system is going to have wireless CarPlay and Android Auto, this beautiful 9-inch Hamilton screen. We call it the Hamilton Conversion Kit. It's going to completely replace your factory radio. We've designed this circuit board from the ground up in Raleigh, North Carolina. Outside of CarPlay and Android Auto, you can touch the Hamilton button to access the Hamilton underlying operating system. Here you'll have access to features that make your car more powerful than the newest vehicles on the market. We've added a 4G SIM card right into this unit. We'll show you how to do that in the installation video. You can give it its own data connectivity by doing that, or you can pair it to your phone's hotspot when CarPlay is not in use. Touching this button will bring you right back to CarPlay. 2 fingers up and down, adjust your volume, or, of course, your steering wheel controls. If you have any questions, we have concierge-style tech support at 919-858-2890, and we back it by a 3-year warranty. Let's dive in. I'm going to show you how to install it now. To begin the installation, go ahead and turn the vehicle off. This is going to be a relatively straightforward installation. I'll typically recommend that you go ahead and open up the hood and disconnect the negative cable from the battery to make sure power is fully off to the vehicle. We're going to wait about 2 minutes from powering off the vehicle before we disconnect the battery. With the vehicle powered off and the battery disconnected, you're going to come along this upper seam here with a thin trim pry tool and simply jump in along the top line of the dash here, and we'll do a motion like that, and we'll start to free the unit from the top of the dash. Then you can just come with your fingers and gently work across the top of the dash, and you'll see as it starts to pop loose, you can come back in with your trim pry tool and help it along. We'll go from top to bottom, gently wiggling. It's only clips holding it in place. We'll take this whole panel straight out and set it in the back. These yellow clips are holding it in place. We'll take it out. We'll be transferring these clips to the new product as well as these air vents, and we'll show you that in just a minute. We're going to now remove 1, 2, 3, 4 of these Phillips head screws holding the factory radio in place. You want to use a larger Phillips head screwdriver here just so you can make sure you get a lot of torque. As we get them loose here, just support them with your fingers. With all 4 screws removed, I'll typically recommend that you lay down a towel here to protect your dash. Otherwise, you need to hold the radio with your arm, and your arm may get tired. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the radio now. This is the factory radio here. I'm sliding it straight out, and I'm just going to support it with one hand here so I don't scratch my center console. Once again, you could rest a towel here. And now we're going to disconnect all of these harnesses behind the factory radio here. You're just going to press down on these tabs, slide the harnesses straight out. This large one here, press down on the tab, a little wiggling, slide it out. Don't tug on the wiring. If you're going to apply any pressure, make sure it goes directly to the connector. With all of these harnesses disconnected, you can now take the factory radio. We'll set it in a safe place. We're going to transfer these 2 vents from the old trim housing to the new. And what we're going to do here, just use your trim pry tool. We're going to get under these clips here on the inside. I'm just applying a little bit of top pressure while I free both of those. And then I'm going to come back in with my finger. Just lift up both of these clips here from the top of the housing. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the whole assembly will come out just like this. Take the right. Then we'll come over here and do the same thing on the left. Freeing these clips, coming to the top. I'll be kind of pulling back on the vent assembly while I do this, and there you go, it'll come free. Now let's take off and remove. You'll have on yours 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these little yellow clips. Mind your eyes while you do this. You might want to wear glasses or eye protection, but just make sure that you use a little trim pry tool. Be careful of your eyes, and we'll pop these clips right off. We can now set that trim back in the back of the vehicle. And here it is, the 2010 to 2014 Subaru Outback and Legacy Hamilton conversion kit for CarPlay and Android Auto. We've completely designed from the ground up this electronic device here with our custom circuit board in Raleigh, North Carolina by testing American vehicles, made with a quality Qualcomm processor, 8 gigs of RAM, 128 gigabytes of onboard storage, and genuine chips and components throughout. This system is sure to make your Subaru go the distance. We're going to go ahead now on the back of this unit and we'll start transferring over the vents and clips. We're going to take these yellow clips here and we'll just slide them and snap them into place. With the clips in place, we're going to transfer the air vents. You can see they're labeled L and R. That's from the driver's perspective with the unit facing as it would once installed. We're going to take it here and we're going to line up these two slots for the upper clips and these two on the side here, and we'll just take it and press it firmly into place just like that. Then we'll come along here for the passenger side. Once again, we'll start with these two slots, the two sides, snapped into place, and here it is. The Hamilton conversion kit. The vents are installed, they're in place. This system's about to look awesome. We're going to go ahead and put in the wiring now. This is the main Hamilton harness here. The wiring on this installation is going to be really straightforward. First, you're going to begin by connecting this Hamilton CAN bus box. There's a smaller connector in the bottom and a bigger connector up top here, and they plug into either end of it. This box, as you can see, is from Hamilton Motor Company. We developed it on vehicles in Raleigh, North Carolina. So all of our systems are available and developed on American spec vehicles. Lower end manufacturers, they don't have the resources to do their engineering development work in the United States. And so frequently they develop on foreign vehicles, which especially with Subaru are not the same as American vehicles. So if you want to make sure your system's going to work with your steering wheel controls and not have any issues, you need to use a system that was developed in the United States. We're going to have here a couple connections that we make. This is going to be really straightforward. We're going to start off here with this one. This one is labeled Original CAN. Plug it in just like that. Now we've got these two smaller guys with the big pins. Original Power. And then Original Audio over here. Even if you have Harman Kardon, we will 100% preserve your original audio quality. We've made these 3 primary connections now. We're going to make this connection here for the FM antenna. This car did not have a factory backup camera. If it did, it will preserve your factory backup camera. This harness will not be used here, as well as this tan harness will not be used. You can easily add an aftermarket backup camera to this system. Here is the camera harness that would plug into the back of the Hamilton conversion kit. And you would use this guy here connected to camera RCA for your aftermarket backup camera. So you'd have an RCA that would go in here, and then we will have that we show you. You'd have a little signal pin coming off of this guy, and then on the back you'd plug it into your aftermarket camera, and you'd have one that would just go to a constant 12 volt. And you can grab that usually from the tail light. We have some resources on our manuals page that will talk about aftermarket backup cameras. This is the Hamilton accessory harness here. So the only one that we need to use off of this by default is this one labeled 4 mic female. This system is going to use your original vehicle's microphone for top quality. We have this microphone male coming off the main Hamilton harness. We'll just go ahead and connect these guys together. Now you can take this here. This is a SIM card slot, and you can install a 4G SIM card in here just like this. This would be a T-Mobile SIM card going into here. Usually from when you activate it with the carrier, it takes about a day or so, a couple days to activate on your radio. This would go into the back of the Hamilton conversion kit. This one here, labeled steering wheel controls, will go into the back of the Hamilton conversion kit for your factory steering wheel controls. We're going to include 3 antennas that connect to the back of the Hamilton conversion kit. One has this white lead. It's called Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, so this is for wireless CarPlay and Android Auto. One has a magenta lead like this. And this is going to be for your 4G. If you had that 4G SIM card installed, that would be your antenna. And this one here is going to have a blue lead. It's longer, and it's going to be your GPS antenna. Now the GPS and 4G you can stick under this top shelf here. You want to make sure that your antennas are away from metal objects. So you can either install your SIM card now, or you can take your SIM card and your USBs and you can simply drop them out and run them down below right here. So I'm going to take one of the USBs and I'm just going to go ahead and run it down through the center console. This is an optional step, but I can run one right here and have a wired USB port for charging my phone. Now we're going to go ahead and grab the Hamilton conversion kit. And let's plug everything together. We're going to go ahead now and connect the steering wheel controls. That's very important. We've got both of those harnesses plugged into the CAN bus box. This is the Hamilton accessory harness here. It's essential for your factory microphone. And now we're going to go ahead and connect the 3 antennas. We're going to go blue to blue for GPS. While I'm doing this, I'm supporting the face of the unit, not by the screen, but I'm holding a little bit of the plastic around the screen. Once again, if you had a towel laid down here, it would give you some extra cushioning. I'm going to go white to white here for Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. That's for wireless CarPlay. You must connect that if you want to use CarPlay. And then we're going to go for the magenta guy here, and that's for 4G. There's an optical port for aftermarket audio setups. This one's not used at this time. HDMI for future options from Hamilton Motor Company. Now we're going to take the harnesses. You don't have to connect these antennas to anything. You can attach them to the top of the dash if you'd like for slightly better connectivity, but it does not make a super big difference. Don't forget to connect your FM antenna here, going from the main Hamilton harness into the Hamilton conversion kit. Now let's gently tuck all the wiring back into the dash. Take the Hamilton conversion kit. We'll line it up. And we'll snap it into place. Because we use top-of-the-line components like a high-end American-spec Qualcomm processor, 8 gigabytes of RAM, 128 gigabytes of onboard storage, and genuine chips throughout our components, we can back our systems with a 3-year warranty that we call the Hamilton Guarantee. We also have concierge-style tech support. This means if you have any questions before, during, or after your purchase, or if you run into any issues, we're here to help. I'm Dave from Hamilton Motor Company. If you have any questions, we support every version of Subaru, and we do all of our testing, engineering, and design work right here in Raleigh, North Carolina. We intend to make these long-lasting vehicles go even further. And I'll see you in the next video.